Hi, beautiful souls. How are you doing? Hope you're having a lovely day. So, let me ask you this question. Are you aligned with what your higher self is desiring? Because if that's not the case, you will wait for your manifestation for a very long time. The thing that you're desiring is not going to manifest in the way that you want to, because what you believe you want is not aligned with what you truly want. And I can tell you that when you have doubt on how things are supposed to go, when you don't know how things are supposed to go, I can tell you that when your mind is aligned with your heart, when your ego is aligned with your higher self, it clicks together. It feels like your head and your heart are one. You feel clarity. Even if you're scared, even if you don't know how things are going to play out, you know deep down that this is the right path, that this is the path where you're going to learn. So, how do you get to this alignment? In order for this alignment to happen, you have to understand your why profoundly well. You have to go deep into why you desire it and what it will bring you emotionally. Because it shouldn't be about how other people feel about you. You shouldn't want this manifestation to happen because you have something to prove to someone, or because you want to have validation, or because you desire to be respected. It should be about how it makes you feel. If your manifestation happens, it's because you truly desire it, because you know that it's going to make you happy, because you know that this is what you're meant to have. So I will give you an example. For the longest of times, I have desired to get married. And I've been in this long relationship before for about 13 years. And for the first 10 years of this relationship, I was waiting and waiting and waiting for him to ask me to get married. And I was so focused on getting married because I wanted it to happen before I turned 30. I wanted it I wanted to look young when I would get married. I wanted to show my parents that, hey, you don't have to worry about me. You see, I'm getting married here to a good guy. Um, and I was honestly also scared that what people were going to say about me if I didn't get married before 30. It was something that was stuck in my mind. So that is what my mind was desiring. I was desiring the wedding, the wedding, the wedding. I wasn't going any deeper than that. That was what my ego was desiring. I wanted the dress. I wanted the party. I wanted the flashlights. And on the other hand, my higher self was also continuously attracting the things that I needed to obtain my manifestation. So I was receiving all of this time signals, signs that it wasn't working. I had a lot of conversations with my ex, and we were never aligned when it came to how we wanted our party to be. He wanted something extremely small and intimate, and I wanted a huge, big party. I saw myself in this princessy white dress. I saw myself dancing. I saw myself singing at my own wedding. But he is absolutely not that type at all. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's just that we are not compatible at all. And I was resisting that idea. I was resisting it because I was scared to be alone, to never find the right guy, that I was too old to find someone, that if I passed my 30s, that it would be hard to start a new relationship again. And I was having all this resistance. So that was one of the first signs that I got. But I also got a lot of feedback from people around me. I was receiving all these signals from my friends who were saying, May, you don't look happy. There are other people out there for you. I know a ton of people who would like to be introduced to you, but I hated the idea to even consider that because I thought that makes me a bad person. I had in my mind that when you chose a partner, it was for the rest of your life, because my parents met each other, they were each other's first love, and boom, They're staying with each other for the rest of their lives. And my inner being was all this time trying to attract all these signals to me, and I wasn't seeing it. Until the day I decided to question myself. Why do I want this wedding actually? And then I started to be honest with myself. I kind of knew deep down, but saying it out loud, writing it out, made it real. It shifted somehow. And when I wrote to myself that I actually didn't do this out of my own desire, but that I desired this wedding because of external factors, because of what my parents were desiring for me, I started to see that, okay, so actually it's not that important to get married. Maybe I should let go of this idea for a while. And then I asked myself the question, but what is it that I truly desire? What is truly important here? And I started to write down that I wanted to find a man who would really take care of me, who would really protect me, who would really support me in the way that I needed the support, who would really be romantic in the way that I needed him to be romantic, that we would feel wild attraction for each other. All of these things. And then I realized that I wasn't having all of this with my then boyfriend. And so one evening I was talking with one of my best friends, and I said to her, we things are going to have to change. If these things are not going to change, then I'll have to end this relationship. We can't continue on further. And she was looking at me, stunned. Finally, you are saying things that are making sense. I have been waiting for you to say this for so many years, and you're finally saying it. And so that evening, when I got home after I saw my friend, I was thinking things are going to have to change. But then I realized it was never going to change because he's who he is and I'm who I am, and it was never going to work out. And I realized that at that moment, I prefer to be alone than to be in a relationship with someone who doesn't match with me at all. So in 2 weeks, literally, I'm getting married with the love of my life. And I've said this several times on this channel before, but I find it amazing how it has happened for me. And it can happen for you, but you need to align that which you mentally desire with what your heart desires. I'm not saying that I shouldn't have wanted to get married, because that is a thing that I can't decide. I desire it, it's there, and I want it. The only thing I can do is to acknowledge it. But I need to be very, very clear on my why, because it's only then that your mind can align with your heart, that your ego can align with your higher self. And it's only then that manifesting will become easier. So I hope that this video inspired you. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. It really helps me out a lot, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.